No one walked on that street after sunset. The houses stood close to each other, yet none of them felt warm. Windows were dark. Doors were closed. The air felt heavy, as if the street itself was holding its breath, except for one house at the very end of the street. There was a house that never truly felt empty. People avoided it, not because it looked dangerous, but because it felt aware, as if it noticed who passed by, as if it remembered. Elena walked down that street every evening. She always told herself the same thing: it's just a shortcut. Still, every time she came closer to the house, her steps slowed. The house was old. Its walls were cracked, and ivy climbed up the sides like frozen hands. The roof leaned slightly, as if tired of standing for so many years. But the window on the second floor was always clean. Too clean. Too clean. That detail never made sense. One evening, the sky was unusually low. Clouds covered the moon. Even the city noise felt distant, as if the world had stepped back. As Elena approached the house, she noticed something new. A light. Soft. Warm. Yellow. Her breath stopped. That window had never been lit before. She stood still, staring at it. The light didn't flicker. It didn't move. Emile, it simply stayed. Waiting. Elena looked around. The street was empty. No cars. No footsteps. No voices. Only Diver. She took one step closer. Nothing happened. Another step. Her heart began to race, but not with fear, with recognition. A strange thought crossed her mind. You have been here before. She didn't know why she thought that, but the feeling was strong. The front door was unlocked. Elena hesitated. Then she pushed it open. The door opened slowly, without a sound. Inside, the house smelled of old wood and paper. Not dust. Not decay. Memory. The hallway was narrow and dim. Photographs covered the walls. Family photos. Faces were faded. Edges worn by time. Elena stopped walking. Her chest tightened. She recognized the smiles before she recognized the faces. She walked deeper into the house. In the living room, a small lamp stood on a table. Under the lamp, there was a stack of letters. The top envelope had a single name written on it. Irina. Her hands trembled as she picked it up. The envelope felt old, but carefully protected. She opened it. The letter began. If you are reading this, it means you finally came back. Elena sat down slowly. Her legs felt weak. The letter continued. You left without saying goodbye. We understood why. Her eyes burned, but the house never forgot you. Memories returned in broken pieces. A woman's voice laughing. A man reading near the window. A child drawing on the floor. Her drawings? Tears fell onto the paper. The letter went on. This house was built with love, and love leaves marks. Elena looked around. The furniture was old, but perfectly placed. Nothing was broken. Nothing was abandoned. Someone had been taking care of this house, or something. She stood up and walked toward the stairs. Each step creaked softly, like a quiet greeting. Upstairs, the light came from the last room. She opened the door. The room was almost empty. A desk, a chair, a mirror. On the desk, there was one final letter. She already knew it was meant for her. This letter was shorter. Some people think houses are just walls, but walls remember voices. Floors remember footsteps, and this house remembers you. Elena looked at her reflection in the mirror. She looked older than she felt. Tired, full of questions. For a moment, she thought she saw movement behind her, but when she turned, the room was empty. She wasn't afraid. She felt whole. The last lines of the letter read, You don't have to stay, but you were never forgotten. Elena placed the letter back on the desk. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. For the first time in years, her chest felt light. When she stepped outside, the street was still silent, but it no longer felt heavy. Behind her, the light in the window slowly faded. The house returned to darkness, but it was no longer empty. And neither was Elena.